Well, it is Friday. I figured I'd go live and be a little bit more vulnerable with myself. And I was just thinking, and with you folks, just was thinking today, I got up at 6:30 and really the only thing I've done is have coffee. And I'm in kind of a weird morning where I have sat down to do my Bible study, which is part of my self-care plan. I've opened the book up. I've come back to it like 3 times. I've started laundry, finally got that into the dryer. My bedroom is tore up. I'm kind of in the middle of cleaning, kind of in the middle of trying to do work, trying to just, I don't know, I'm just in this swirling thought thing. And, I'm 5 years post my healing from narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships. And I've left 5 years ago and I've done quite a bit of healing, but yet there are times when I just still have swirling brain and I'm trying to figure it out this morning, but it's kind of a hard morning to kind of see me get back into those patterns where I have this laundry list of things that I need to be doing for my coaching business and I need to be in home office, and yet I'm thinking about going and taking a walk down at the waterfront and doing self-care today. And I've been thinking about, it's part of this PTSD thing where I just don't get anything done. And there's nothing gainful, nothing of value that's happening. I've had this laundry list and like I said, I'm starting to try to do my Bible study. I sat down and then I got distracted and, I need to do this return that I need to do. And then I go into my office and I get on there and then I go look at something else. And like I said, I've only been able to do coffee this morning. That's the only thing of value. I took my thyroid meds and I took my coffee and then everything's out the window and it's 10 o'clock now. I mean, I've been up for 7, 8, 9, 3.5 hours and I've got myself dressed. I haven't even brushed my teeth, got coffee in, and I'm just kind of struggling with thoughts and I'm kind of looking back over the last couple of days and maybe yesterday was a little much. I actually went out for a great walk with a friend of mine, and we were kind of talking and sharing, and maybe that kind of maybe had some unsettling shrapnel from the relationship and my life. And so there was that, and then I'm helping another person that's kind of dealing with a toxic personality and just what to be aware of. There's some things that are happening that she was kind of wasn't aware of, and I just could see her shutting down. She's a really trusted, amazing inner circle lady, and I could just see that she was shutting down. And, I dug into that last night with her, and there were some things that she wasn't aware of, and there were some things that she made me aware of. And so I just think sometimes in healing, there's the PTSD from, from narcissistic abuse. And there are pieces of shrapnel that come off, that just have to come out. And I'm just still trying to figure it out today, but I am kind of in one of those moments where I'm going from thing to thing to thing with getting nothing accomplished. And I'm trying to be compassionate and kind, and maybe I don't figure it out, and maybe I do figure it out. I don't know if there's a thread or whatever, but these times do happen, and I'm just trying to think today, what are some of my options for this? And do I delay home office and, get into self-care, like go take a cold shower, take I have another nutritional supplement that I take that's called Zen. It seems to really those moments of like intrusive thoughts or rumination or overthinking about things, it really kind of helps to disconnect those two things. And so I was thinking I need to take that. And I think I do need to take some time for myself. And yeah, these moments still do happen. And, I'm trying to pinpoint what may have happened, or maybe it was just too much. That there was too much, thinking about the stuff from the ex, which came up in conversation with just lighthearted with a friend, or the other friend stuff, or, that I've been talking to another person, and, it's been like 14, 21. It's been like 2 weeks since I last texted with this person, and, kind of thinking about ghosting and passive aggressiveness and, all of that. And I think it's just compounded this morning to kind of put me in a little bit of a tailspin a little bit. And, it happens to me too. And just trying to figure out what I'm going to do for myself today. What is my self-care plan? And, how am I going to navigate this? Am I going to navigate it? And I think it's going to be, cold shower. I think that's one thing that I'm going to do when I get off this live. I'm going to go ahead and take my nutritional supplement, that Zen, and I'm just going to go and take a shower and get dressed up and go for a walk down at the waterfront, have some coffee and go to my favorite place there and just get grounded. And so I just wanted to share that those times do still happen on healing, and that you're not alone if that happens to you, either more so in the beginning or later on. And, I'm aware of what's going on, and I'm trying not to distract myself. And, in the beginning, when I just had left, I think back to when I had just left for that like year or whatever, these PTSD little shrapnel pieces that would happen were about vertigo. Like I would have really severe vertigo where I would be in bed for a week and I'd have really bad ringing in the ears, and I wasn't able to do anything but just lay in bed. And, to come out now where, it's just a day later and I'm able to be in it, but also get curious about it and also put tools in place so that it doesn't go on very long. So, that's just, that's the life after you've had, been in a relationship with a toxic personality, and your brain's been rewired, and, you have these pieces of shrapnel that get pushed in, and through just a regular conversation that was very uplifting in the moment. But, how do those things impact your psyche or your body or your soul like a day or two later? And maybe there was something that like really connected in with my brain, subconsciously. Just with all of that, I'm just really curious this morning about all of that. And that's why in healing, changing your reality and changing your friends and really putting boundaries around what you talk about. And I didn't talk about the ex yesterday. So there must have been something about some type of behavior or whatever. I don't even have to figure that out. Like that's the beauty of it, is I don't even have to figure it out. I just have to feel it and let it go. But I know that my brain is kind of ruminating this morning and overthinking. And, thank you to the person that posted the meme about intrusive thoughts. And, I'm being real right now that it does still happen to me. It's not all roses and healing. that there are pieces of deep reflection. And, the other thing is that I had a conversation at church with a new person that I've connected with, a new couple, that was very uplifting. And, there's just been some vulnerability in sharing with that. And so, I just wanted to go live and be vulnerable and open that those things do still happen. And if they're happening to you, that you're not alone. My question to you and to myself is, what am I going to do for self-care? What can I do nutritionally to help myself? And, what types of compassion and self-love am I going to give myself today? So I just wanted to, share today about where I'm at this morning and be more vulnerable about what it looks like to heal from narcissistic abuse and, another side. So I look forward to having more conversations, more vulnerable conversations, and I hope you have a good Friday. And I'll check back in a little bit later to kind of see how this is all going to work out after some self-care. So anyway, have a good Friday, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Take care. Bye.